Good evening. This evening, I'm your Builder Mab. Today, we are going to be learning the basic knowledge in construction for the purpose of our young builders, our young quantity surveyors, and then civil engineers. We are going to be starting with the grades of concrete. Here, we have different type of grades: grade 5, 7.5, grade 10, grade 15, grade 20, and grade 25. So each grade of concrete now has its own mix ratio to achieve this grade. Okay, for this mix ratio, note this C is the ratio of cement, sand, and aggregate. So your 1 is the cement, 5 is the sand, that is the fine aggregate, then 10 is your coarse aggregate, that is the gravel. Same thing applies to all the grades of concrete. You apply everything to it. Okay, so now for M5 now is mostly used when you want to achieve a leveling, blinding, or non-structural works. That is for M5. For 7.5 now is mostly used for slightly strong blinding. You use this mix ratio. And then for M10 you use it for non-load bearing works. That is if you want to achieve grade 10, it's mostly used for non-load bearing works. For M15, you use it when you have a simple reinforced concrete, that is RCC, like slab and small structures. Then for M20 now, you use it for standard concrete grades for beams and slabs and columns. For M25 now, which is the highest grade we have here, we use it mostly for strong concrete, for structural reinforced concrete like footings, column, and high load areas. Okay, then for this mix ratio now, this is for the purpose of this class. Then when you get to the site, okay, this cement now, let's say 1 bag of cement, which is 50 kg. This 5 now, that is the ratio you're having of your cement, sand, that is the fine aggregate, and then the coarse aggregate. And then let's use for example head pan or a bucket. Let's use this grade 5 now. Grade 5, we have 1:5:10. Okay, let's simplify this. 1 bag of cement, 1 bag of cement is 50 kg. This 5 is fine aggregate, that is the sand, and this 10 is our coarse aggregate, which is the gravel. So, and then for the purpose of construction site now, mostly we use bucket or head pan. Let's use for the purpose of this class, let's use head pan. So each head pan is 25 kg. That means for you to achieve this one, you are going to use 2 head pan of cement to achieve this 1 ratio. For this 5 now, which is the fine aggregate, in this 5 now, that means we have 25 kg here. So we need 10 head pan of this to make our ratio 5. 10 head pan of sand. Then for this 10 aggregate now, this is 50 kg too each. For this 50 kg, our head pan is 25 kg. So you times it. You need around 20 aggregate depending on the size of your aggregates. So that is how it's calculated basically. And then this is the purpose for your normal concrete mix ratio using your concrete machine. But do you know that you can still place an order with the RMC, that is the ready mix concrete companies? You can just tell them, okay, you can call and say, okay, you need grade 5 or you need grade 7.5 or grade 25. You can just place a call. Okay, you are casting this. They can supply you with the concrete because it's already prepared in the laboratory. They can just supply you and then they pour it for you with ease without battling with number of bucket, number of sand, and what have you. Okay, let's continue. Here we are going to be learning the unit weights of construction materials. Okay, these are the construction material: cement, PCC, RCC, cement, plaster, bitumen, glass, water, and steel. Okay, these are the unit weights: 1,440, 2,400, and everything has been listed here. Okay, as you all can see, this is the unit of measurement: kilogram per meter cube. Okay, this is for the cement. This is the unit weight. Okay, that is 1,440 kilogram per cubic meter, and this is the weight of loose cement per cubic meter. For this, 2,400 kilogram per cubic meter. This is for the plain cement concrete, and then this is the concrete without reinforcement, that is the rebar. For this RCC, this is the reinforced cement concrete. This reinforcement concrete now has the reinforcement inside. For cement plaster, this is the weight of plaster material per cubic meter. Okay, for bitumen, this is used for road construction. This is used for road construction. For glass, this is the unit weights. The unit is 2,500 kg per cubic meter. For this glass now, this is the typical density for glass. Then water, which is 1,000 kilogram per cubic meter. That is 1 liter of water is equals to 1 kg. Okay. For steel now, which is 7,850 kilogram per cubic meter. For steel now, this is very heavy, and it is important for structural loads, and this is the unit weight of a steel. For standard conversion factors, let's use for a 1 meter now. 1 meter is equivalent to 3.28 feet. 1 meter here is still equivalent to 3.937 inches. 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeters. 1 meter here is still equals to 1,000 millimeters. 1 foot now is equals to 12 inches. Have it in mind. 1 inch now is equals to 2.54 cm. 1 inch is equals to 8 suit. Suit is a local term mostly used in India and some parts of the countries for carpentry works. So 8 suit now means 1/8 of an inch. So you divide an inch into 8 equal parts to get a suit. I'm your builder Ma.